All right, team, back. One of the first things you'll have to understand when using the ring thing, if you're practicing muscle up variations, which is the primary goal of this unit, is to understand a false grip, because you're going to need a false grip in order to perform strict muscle ups. You can't use the open palm or the natural grip for this one, at least not very easily, okay? So when holding a false grip, one, I'll try and get as close as I can in the video here, but this is what a false grip looks like when you're holding it. Okay, so in this position, the ring is actually down below the meat of the palm of my hand in my wrist, okay? And for people that work a lot of this stuff, you'll see a little callus or even a little missing skin just below there. And I've often used the example of just putting my finger underneath the meat of my palm, flexing my wrist and locking my finger in. That's where the ring will sit. Now, I'm gonna be honest, it's a really uncomfortable position for most at the start. So when you're playing with this, it's gonna take a little bit of practice. When you walk up to the ring, the easiest way, in my opinion, to find this is to make your hand flat, push the ring into the palm of your hand, or sorry, into like the crook of your thumb and your index finger. You push the ring into it, lock slide the base of the palm down to the base of the ring, and then flex your wrist and grab onto the ring, okay? Now, that's gonna take a lot of practice to get this. I'm gonna get strapped in here. It's gonna take a little bit of practice to get this, but I'll be honest, it's a lot easier in the ring thing to do so, solely because you have less body weight on. So it's not as straining as some of the other versions of learning this skill set, all right? So it's something that you can practice and develop capacity in on this machine or on this piece of equipment. So what you can do is you can just simply hang with a false grip. So I slide my hand down, lock my wrist around, okay? And I'm just gonna hang in a false grip position. And I wanna make sure that I'm practicing turning out as well, because that's one of the key components of this movement, is to have extension at the bottom. And then you can practice just doing pull-ups, if you will, in a false grip position, okay? And with half your body weight, it makes it a little bit easier, but then you're not straining this position as much as some of the other tools that are often used. So as an example, one of the other common strength tools or strength exercises for the false grip is to hang from a bar in this position. I hope you can see this in the video, but where you pull the wrists over top, and you could hold a tennis ball in each hand as well, okay? But you would do something like this, and just hang for time to develop that strength, that awareness in this position. But that is an incredibly hard drill to do with your entire body weight. Now, of course, you could scale it by maybe standing on a box or something like that, but that's the beauty of the ring thing, is that it takes 50% of your body weight off. So when you're in this position, you can practice developing capacity and strength in this position, which is so mandatory for a lot of your gymnastics works, primarily your ring muscle up, okay? And then you'll go through the other progressions in the other videos as to how you can utilize this inside of your training. I hope that helps, guys. Thanks.